Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President and Dean, and the faculty and staff, I hereby declare the 34th commencement exercises of Morehouse School of Medicine are now in session. Please rise and remain standing for the procession of the platform party, along with our distinguished faculty and alumni. I now present to you our platform party, led by the President and Dean of Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice. Please take your seats to welcome the processional and remain seated throughout the processional so that everyone can observe our graduates without obstruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Morehouse School of Medicine class of 2018. Graduates, and distinguished members of the platform, please be seated. At this time, I ask the school's chaplain, Dr. Marvin Crawford, to give the invocation.
Thank you, Dr. Herbert Carter. Those who would like to, you may remove your hat as a symbol of respect and honor. Let us pray. God of all good and perfect gifts, our God of ages past, our hope for years to come. O God, who is the keeper of our hopes, the preserver of our visions, the remover of our doubts, the giver of faith, we, your faithful, celebrating people, gather on this day to simply raise our voices in thanksgiving and also in request. We give you thanks, God, for these learners who have taken on the task of learning under the will of those who are ancestors who once said that we should teach them to serve the underserved and bring them to a point where they will close the health equity gap. We give you thanks for each learner, for their mothers and their fathers who strengthened them behind the scene. We give you thanks for the faculty members who stood and bared and toiled in the classrooms, trying to make sure that they reached that goal. We give you thanks. And for those who the administrators who gave the support financially and also by leading institution, we give you thanks. And God, by any means we have not lived up to what you called us to do, we just simply ask that you forgive us, then refocus us, and give us renewed energy that we can go forth in your name. And now, God, I ask your presence to come into this house. Let it, God, move on each of us. We do give you the thanks and the glory forever and ever. Let everybody say amen. Now we'd ask you, will you stand for the presentations of the colors by the Riverdale High School ROTC Color Guard. It will be followed by the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. And the first stanza, lift every voice and sing. The words for the Star-Spangled Banner and also for lift every voice and sing are found on pages 27 and 28 respectively.
It is my distinct honor to bring to the podium the presiding officer for today's ceremony, President and Dean of Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice.
Good morning. You may be seated. We have some seats available here. After the faculty, please allow the remaining family members to come in and fill those places. We will take a moment to allow them to come in. The weather has been behaving, and we want to give a clap for that. Good morning, and welcome to the 34th Commencement Exercises of Morehouse School of Medicine. To the class of 2018, this is your special day, and you have earned it. This is the day that you, your family, your community, and friends have longed to see. It is a day that has been made with sacrifices, worthwhile sacrifices. God bless you and congratulations. As I look out in the audience, I see the faces of proud parents, spouses, partners, friends, and other family members. I see dreams fulfilled and hope realized. All of you have taken this journey with our students, providing them moral and financial support along the way. So I know that today's graduation is a momentous occasion for each of you. Congratulations to you, for you too have earned this day, along with our graduates, and there is much to celebrate. In fact, graduates, if you will, please stand and turn toward the audience and join me in thanking them for their unyielding support of you, your goals, and your dreams. Again, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to share. I will now take the time to make a few acknowledgments. In order to move the program along, I will introduce individuals, only those on the stage seated in the front row. All others on the stage and those seated in the audience that we want to acknowledge, I will ask you to stand as a group. Starting on the first row, Dr. Yolanda Wimberly, who's the Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs at Graduate Medical Education and our designated institutional official. Dr. Erica Brown, the Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs and Development. Dr. Ngozi Anachabe, Associate Dean of Admissions and Student Affairs and Associate Dean of Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Stephanie Miles Richardson, our Assistant Dean for Graduate Education and Public Health and Director of the Masters of Public Health Program. Dr. Douglas Paulson, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Martha Eltz, Senior Associate Dean of Educational Affairs. Dr. John Patterson, Chair and Professor of Neurobiology. Dr. Sandra Harris Hooker, Vice President and Executive Vice Dean for Research and Academic Administration. Mr. Art Collins, our Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Marvin Crawford, our Morehouse School of Medicine President Chaplain. Dr. Rita Finley, Assistant Dean for Educational Affairs. Dr. Gail Maddox, Professor and Chair of Department of Psychiatry. The Honorable Calvin Smyrie, Morehouse School of Medicine Trustee. Dr. Leslie Holmes, President of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. Ms. Susan Grant, Morehouse School of Medicine Trustee, and our speaker, Dr. Dana Matthew, who you will hear from in a little bit. Thank you. You may be seated. Seated in the second row, we have our distinguished department chairs, center and institute directors, assistant and associate deans. Would you all please stand in unison? And please, audience, note their names as they are listed in your program. Thank you. If there are board members seated in the audience, would you please stand also to be recognized? Our board members give such amount of their time to the service and commitment of Morehouse School of Medicine, and we want them to know how much we appreciate this. Morehouse School of Medicine was founded in 1975 as a medical education program at Morehouse College, so it is always an honor to be in this chapel. In 1981, we became an independently chartered institution and graduated our first four-year class in 1985. So would all the alumni of Morehouse School of Medicine please stand and be recognized? At this time, I am also proud to introduce the true backbone of Morehouse School of Medicine, and that is the members of the outstanding faculty and staff who do so much to make this institution great. Faculty and staff, would you please stand and be recognized? Earlier today, we started a new tradition. There are so many people at Morehouse School of Medicine who make a world of difference. And so we selected our first group of staff members that we wanted to line our walkway as our graduates walk through so that they could say thank you, and that was our facilities and management. So thank you, facilities and management, for what you always do. I would also like to acknowledge a few of our special guests. Would President and Dean Emeritus Lewis W. Sullivan and his wife Ginger please stand? We are always appreciative of their support and their presence. I know that Dr. Satcher would have been here today, the former Morehouse School of Medicine president and 16th Surgeon General of the United States of America. However, today he is celebrating his 55th class reunion at Morehouse College, so he was otherwise detained. We congratulate him. And next, and certainly not least, I would ask Mrs. Yvonne Gloucester, wife of the founder of Morehouse School of Medicine, Hugh Gloucester, to please stand and be recognized. We would not be here if it had not been for Dr. Hugh Gloucester's insight and commitment, and Ms. Yvonne Gloucester was there with him all along the way. Now, as is always the case, I know I must have innocently overlooked someone. So if there is anybody who believes that they are special and would like to be recognized, please stand. Stand if you think you're special. Yes, a second. We will give you a round of applause. That's right. I love the young lady up front. She says, I know I'm special. You all just don't know it yet. So she stood up. Thank you, ma'am, because you are right. That's right. That's right. It is now my privilege to introduce the chairman of the Board of Trustees for Morehouse School of Medicine, Mr. Art Collins, who will bring greetings from our board.
Good morning. Come on, you can do better than that. Good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. It's a big celebration this morning. To my fellow trustees, to our institutional leader, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice, distinguished platform guests, alumni, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and the class of 2018. Let's give them another hand. I am honored to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Commencement exercises are a special time for the board because we're able to witness the results of the hard work we do to support and sustain Morehouse School of Medicine students. This institution continues to train outstanding physicians, biomedical students, and public health professionals who are destined for greatness. We are immensely proud of your accomplishments. We are certain that you will be extraordinary practitioners, researchers, and most importantly, change makers. You will continue to have our utmost support as you bring your hearts and your work to the underserved in all of our communities throughout this nation and abroad. Know that you are forever part of the illustrious MSM family. Congratulations. And now, Madam President, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Morehouse School of Medicine, I hereby authorize you to confer degrees and course upon candidates who have qualified in all respects for Masters of Public Health, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Neuroscience, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences, and last but not least, Doctor of Medicine. Also, on behalf of my fellow trustees, I thereby authorize you to confer the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree upon the individual who exemplary achievements qualifies her to receive such recognition from this school.
Thank you, Chairman Collins. Next, we will hear from the President of our Student Government Association, soon to be Dr. Cameron Jordan. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good morning, class of 2018. We made it. Woo! So, my name is Cameron Jordan, and I am the Student Government Association president for this past year. It has been both an honor and a pleasure serving my fellow students this year. Of course, this moment would not be possible without the friends, family, and significant others who have supported us through the years. Likewise, we owe deep gratitude to those here at Morehouse School of Medicine who have supported us as well. So let's take a moment to thank them, graduates. So this day is a day of celebration and reflection. We celebrate that we have achieved the beginning of our dreams. We celebrate our hours of dedication and hard work. To my MDs, we celebrate our 100% match and the fact that we all have jobs. Woo! In our time of celebration, we must also reflect on how we have come to sit in our seats today. From the time we first saw our first cells under the microscope, which developed our intrigue for science, to our favorite biology class and teacher who inspired our quest for knowledge. We have been on the receiving end of numerous exceptional influences. They have encouraged, guided, and supported us to achieve our goals. Today, we realize the product of their love and passion. As we go out into our careers, we must remain dedicated to servant leadership. We attended Morehouse because we recognize the need to serve those who are often overlooked. Now, we are in a position to ensure we impact those individuals. Your hard work has awarded you the opportunity to achieve your goals and make realities from your dreams. Pass it on. Be an inspiration to those you serve daily. Be an inspiration to those with whom you work. Be an inspiration to yourself and realize how far you've come and the people who have always been in your corner. Again, congratulations, class of 2018.
So, Mr. Jordan, as you know, we want to thank all of you all for being the future ambassadors for Morehouse School of Medicine. It has been our goal at Morehouse School of Medicine to work toward the reduction of educational debt for our students. And our goal has always been for our students to not to have to choose which specialty or opportunity they seek because of educational debt. Our goal is to ensure that 100% of our graduating seniors receive some level of scholarship support. So we are excited to announce the Presidential Class Gift for the graduating class of 2018. We are awarding scholarships to the remaining 101 seniors who have not been awarded scholarships or grants to fully fund part of their tuition fees during their matriculation at Morehouse School of Medicine. To assist in lowering the indebtedness, we will award today a total of $815,473. Each eligible graduating senior not receiving already a full MSM scholarship for tuition and fees will receive not less than $3,500 that will be applied to reduce their medical or graduate school debt. The remaining 20 students who've already gotten a full scholarship, you will get a very nice picture frame in order to put your picture and to put up on the stage with your diploma. Again, please join me in congratulating these students on this new financial reward. This would not be possible, you all, without the wonderful donors who really are committed to Morehouse School of Medicine, our wonderful faculty and staff who work toward operational efficiency. And we would not be so inspired to do this if it were not for each of you. So again, thank you for inspiring us to work harder on your behalf. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the Morehouse College Glee Club as they sing Caroline to England under the direction of Dr. David Morrow and organist Dr. David Oliver.
We are so blessed at Morehouse School of Medicine to have been born out of Morehouse College, to have the commitment of the Morehouse College Glee Club to come and share with us on these wonderful ceremonies. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so honored to present to you our keynote speaker for this afternoon, Dr. Dana Bowen Matthew, who, as the song says, she has a mind to do right. She has a mind to live right. She has a mind to love right. She is a professor, a lawyer, an author, and a relentless fighter for health equity. She joined the faculty at the University of Virginia in 2017, where she is the William L. Matheson and Robert Morgenthau Distinguished Professor of Law and the F. Palmer Weber Research Professor of Civil Liberties. Prior to joining UVA, she served as Professor Vice Dean and Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at the University of Colorado, where she was a member of the Center for Bioethics and Humanities and was appointed to the Colorado School of Public Health. In 2015, she served as an advisor, a senior advisor, to the director of the Office of Civil Rights for the Environmental Protection Agency. And in that role, she worked on cases representing historically challenged communities plagued by pollution. She was also a member of the health policy team for the United States Senator of Michigan, where she worked on behalf of public health issues for those disenfranchised communities. And then in 2013, she co-founded the Colorado Health Equity Project, a medical and legal coalition designed to develop ways to remove barriers to good health for low-income clients by providing legal representation, research, and policy advocacy. She's an accomplished author. Her 2015 book, Just Medicine, A Cure for Racial Inequality in American Healthcare. It looks at new and innovative ways to eliminate inequalities in health that claim more than 84,000 Black and brown American lives each year. We were honored yesterday to have her join us for MSM Book Club, where we discussed her book and her ideas. She is a recipient of many prestigious awards, but the reason that we wanted her to be our commencement speaker today is because she is one of those champions in leading the creation and advancement of health equity. And as our graduates walk across the stage and walk out of the door of Morehouse School of Medicine one last time, I wanted them to have an imprint of what's possible when you partner, when you collaborate, and understand the value of the justice system and health policy in creating sustainability around our efforts to lead the creation and advancement of health equity. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dana Bowen Matthew as our commencement speaker.
Well, good morning. I might choke up because this is an amazing experience. I want to start by saying thank you to the indomitable leader, President Valerie Montgomery Rice, physician, administrator, history maker, the first woman president to lead the Morehouse School of Medicine, as the Morehouse School of Medicine leads the world in the creation and advancement of health equity. I also want to say thank you to the entire Board of Trustees and Chairman Art Collins, because I have witnessed your rock-solid commitment to the mission of this institution. I want to say thank you and honor Dr. Lewis Sullivan for being a change maker after whom we can all model and follow our lives. I thank the family of Morehouse School of Medicine, the faculty, the students, the staff. These last 3 days, you have welcomed me in a way that has transformed my life, and I thank you for making me a part of your family. And I thank my family for coming to support this mission of creating equity for all. Above all, I have to thank God, my Father, for making it possible for me to live the dream right here in the Martin Luther King Chapel of Morehouse College. Now I have to thank you for one more thing. I have to thank you for your courage, because you invited a lawyer to speak to you, a group of scientists and doctors, and I know I've been married to a doctor for over 37, 38 years. I know we can't get it right, right? And I'm not usually the most popular person in the room, so I really thank you for the courage of inviting me to be here. This is an extraordinary place. Now let me turn to addressing the class of 2018. I want to tell you a story about the law. One law in particular, we call it Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. I'm going to tell you exactly what it says. It says that no person in the United States shall, on the grounds of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from, participation in, denied the benefits of, or subjected to discrimination under any program, activity, or recipient of federal assistance. Now that is the law of the land. No person shall be discriminated against. But I'm here to tell you, that law today in these United States of America is in trouble. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how that law came to be. Long before Title VI was enacted, a man by the name of George Simpkins Jr. was born in Greensboro, North Carolina. He grew up, attended college, went to dental school, did an internship, and he opened up a private dentistry practice in the town of Greensboro, North Carolina. Dr. Simpkins was not only a community dentist, but he also became a member of the Public Health Board of Guilford County. He worked to protect, promote, and enhance the health and well-being of people in that town. But you know, Dr. Simpkins was a black man. And so as a result, he found that he could not admit his patients to the hospitals that were the best equipped hospitals in Greensboro, and in his view, those patients could not get the care and treatment that they deserved. So George Simpkins recruited 5 other physicians, 3 other dentists, and a group of patients as well, and he sued in the United States District Court for Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, they lost a couple of times, but they won a couple of times, and they went all the way up to the Supreme Court of the United States, and that victory stood when the court refused to overturn the lower court decision. But the story does not stop there, because only days before they asked the Supreme Court to hear their case, in the halls of Congress, they were considering this statute that I've read to you, Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, and they looked over at the Supreme Court and they said, if we don't pass this law, Dr. Simpkins is going to be back. And he's going to be back over and over again. And let me tell you why they knew that Dr. Simpkins was going to be back. Because that was not the first time he had sued the United States of America in the courts of the United States of America. In 1956, Dr. Simpkins found that because of the color of his skin, he could not play golf at the Gillespie Park golf course. He went and paid his 75 cents. They told him he was not allowed to pay. He marched himself onto that golf course with 5 other people and promptly got arrested and went to jail for trespassing. Eventually, that suit too went to the Supreme Court of the United States until their jail sentences were overturned and the golf course was integrated. Now, the boys, the good old boys down in North Carolina, were none too happy about that, and they burned the courthouse to the ground. Rather than integrate, they closed it down, and for 7 long years, Dr. Simpkins had to fight to get them to open that golf course back up. And when it opened, who do you think was the first man to tee off in Greensboro, North Carolina? It was Dr. Simpkins. Look it up. I promise you it's true. Later, Dr. Simpkins filed suit in the city of Greensboro at another public golf course because they couldn't take public money, he didn't believe, and serve only white students, and he won that suit too, and Greensboro's second golf course was desegregated. Dr. Simpkins took legal action to desegregate hospitals, golf courses, other places of recreation, schools, public housing developments. But I have to tell you, my personal favorite was the action he brought against Wachovia Bank, because they had the audacity to say that their merit system could not find any qualified Negroes to work at their bank. And so this time, instead of suing, what Dr. Simpkins did was he organized a picket line. And 48 hours after that picket line started to walk around outside of Wachovia Bank, they mysteriously found 2 qualified Negroes to become tellers at the Wachovia Bank. So I want to hurry up and get, I know I'm the only thing that stands between you and your degree, so I'm going to hurry up and finish now. I want you to take 3 lessons from Dr. Simpkins' story today. Graduates, these are your last 3 lessons. I am humbled to bring them to you. Lesson number 1. Dr. Simpkins understood that it was not only the diseases he studied in school that were killing his patients, but it was the disease and the illness of racism and discrimination that was also killing his patients, and he was not going to have it. Now, I know you have studied epidemiology and informatics and principles of clinical residence. I know you've studied psychology and psychiatry and surgery and pediatrics. You all are studied up. But I want you to take very seriously this sickness, this disease called racism in the United States and beyond. It was that illness that Dr. Montgomery Rice referred to that is killing over 84,000 patients a year needlessly. Please take it seriously. It is that illness of racism that is responsible for the tragic deaths of Black and brown infants to the tune of 2.5 times more frequently than white mothers lose their babies in this country. It is that disease of racism that is causing Black mothers to die 3, even 4 times more frequently in childbirth, and 1 year after childbirth than white mothers in these United States. I know, class of 2018, that you want no mothers and no newborns, no matter what color their skin is, to die. But class of 2018, I encourage you to take from Dr. Simpkins' life that it is your responsibility to eliminate health inequity that is killing our babies, our mothers, and our people in this country today. Let me tell you just briefly what I think Dr. Simpkins would say if he stopped by today. He would look at the data that says we can actually track the morbidity and mortality of death due to heart disease, due to diabetes and due to cancer in a geographic area just by looking at the online searches, the Google searches that look for the N-word in that geographic neighborhood. We see a correlation. He would tell you to pay attention to the Black woman study that reveals that the increased perceived experiences with discrimination, we nicely call it microaggressions, particularly in younger women, is causing depression, anxiety, and serious mental illness among women in this country. He would tell you to pay attention to early childhood experiences that have shown us that discrimination affects children well into adulthood, so that they suffer higher levels of fatigue, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease later in life. And I know with a certainty that Dr. Simpkins would tell you that you must fight with all your might against the disease of racism that is responsible for the unjust and inequitable incarceration of Black and brown men in this country, because it is that disease of mass incarceration that has infested our communities with a disproportionate incidence of hepatitis C, tuberculosis, HIV, asthma, and on and on. Class of 2018, lesson number 1 is that you must take seriously your obligation to fight against racism. Lesson number 2, the second lesson I ask you to take from this story, is that although he was trained as a healthcare provider, Dr. Simpkins understood the truth of the breadth of his calling. He understood that not just medicine, not just healthcare was needed, but he fought to give access to spaces of recreation so that his patients could be healthy. He fought to give access to housing, to education, to food, because he knew without access to all the social determinants of health, his patients could not be healthy. They would not have the opportunity to live the equity that they deserved. Lesson number 3, Dr. Simpkins was not afraid to work with others. He was a dentist. The plaintiffs in the suit I described were pediatricians, were surgeons, were internists, but even further, they were mothers, they were fathers, they were patients, they were babies, and he knew that his responsibility was not only to himself, but that he had been given much, and therefore much was required of him on behalf of his patients and the populations he served. So please take those 3 lessons. To help you remember those lessons, I have an acronym to leave with you. The acronym is the word ACT, A-C-T. I want you to remember to act, the letter A. There is no class on the planet better equipped than the Morehouse School of Medicine class of 2018 to advocate and to act on behalf of equity in the United States and the world. I implore you to act. The letter C stands for collaborate. I ask you to work together just as you have been educated together. You are 76 MDs. You are 7 doctors of philosophy in biomedical science. You are 15 masters of science in neuroscience and medical science. And because of my background, I have to give a shout out to the 22 of you that are masters in public health as well. I am struck by the way that you have been educated in an interdisciplinary manner to attack everything from pregnancy to politics, from depression to dating, to bullying, to rage, to I've read your syllabi, I've read your titles for your dissertations. You are ready. You are loaded for bear. So, class of 2018, the letter T stands for do not tolerate anything less than the best for your patients, for yourselves, for the communities that you stand. I ask you, do not tolerate anything less than leading us to equity. Here in these United States, we say we believe it, make us do it. Do not tolerate anything less than equity around the globe. It is a human right. Make it happen. Class of 2018, I thank you for the privilege of standing before you and say once again, to whom much is given, much is required. We need you. We believe in you. Go forth and lead us to the creation and advancement of equity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Matthew. With Vice President and Executive Vice Dean for Research and Academic Administration, Dr. Sandra Harris-Hooker, please join me in conferring the honorary degree to Dr. Matthew. Dr. Matthew, please join me. And Dr. Mr. Collins. For your numerous contributions to health policy, for your pursuit in removing barriers to health, barriers to health care, barriers to access, barriers to all achieving equity, for your persistence, for your courageousness, for your love and care, not just for those that look like you, but for all Americans and all others who have been so fortunate to come to these United States of America. Morehouse School of Medicine is proud to confer the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. As a symbol of this honor, I direct you to be vested in the hood of the degree and present to you your diploma and your hood. Would Mr. Collins and Dr. Harris-Hooker please come forward?
I thank you. That's all I can say. I thank you.
And now I invite to the stage Dr. Harris-Hooker. Please come for the moment that we've all been waiting for.
As Dr. Montgomery Rice has said, now for the moment we've all been waiting for. For the family members participating in the hooding ceremony, please prepare to honor your students by moving to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, We will now confer upon candidates the degrees of Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Neuroscience, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences, and Doctor of Medicine. Will the candidates for the Master of Public Health degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed a rigorous program of public health studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges and the Council on Public Health Education. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Public Health.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Masters of Public Health with all the rights, the privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and your hood.
Mrs. Brooke Moulton Beard. Michael Glasscock Birdsong. Bria Dashawn Maggie Carmichael. Alicia Rochelle Dalton. Kara D. Dobbin. Danielle Damone Driffin. Diamond Monique Elston. Janine Yvette Gay. Demetrius Chanel Geiger. Hajia Mustafa Haji Noor. Alexandria Nicole Hurt. Christian Alexandria Johnson. Lawrence Pierre McKinney. Demari Conrad Richmond. Lauren Flakes Robinson. McKay Lashana Russell. Kiera Patricia Sims Thrasher. Ashaki Ngozi Nzinga Kandeki Thompson Hall. Ashley Jamia Tolbert. Kiana N. Washington. Yolanda Frances Wilson.
Will the new MPH graduates please rise? You may now move your tassels to the left side. Dr. Miles Richardson.
Good morning. I am Dr. Stephanie Miles Richardson, Assistant Dean of Graduate Education and Public Health and Director of the Master of Public Health program. I'd like to ask the graduates and any other public health professionals to turn to the International Declaration of Health Rights, which is printed on page 17 of your program. If there are other public health professionals who would like to stand and recite with us, please do so now. We'll read together. Health requires peaceful and equitable development and collaboration of all peoples. The enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being. It is not a privilege for those with power, money, or social standing. Health is more than the absence of disease, but includes prevention of illness, development of individual potential, a positive sense of physical, mental, and social well-being. Health care should be based on dialogue and collaboration between citizens, professions, communities, and policymakers. Health service should be affordable, accessible, effective, efficient, and convenient. Health begins with healthy development of the child and a positive family environment. Health must be sustained by the active role of men and women in health. The role of women and their welfare must be recognized and addressed. Health care for the elderly should preserve dignity, respect, and concern for a sustainable environment with balanced human populations growth and preservation of cultural diversity. Health depends on availability to people of basic elements: food, safe water, housing, education, productive employment, protection from pollution, and prevention of social alienation. Health depends on protection from exploitation without distinction of race, religion, political belief, economic, or social condition. And together, the oath: we, as people concerned about health improvement in the world, do hereby commit ourselves to advocacy and action to promote the health rights of all human beings. Congratulations, and please be seated. Dr. Harris Hooker.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Biomedical Research degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program of biomedical research studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Research with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Christopher Ballou. Dorothy L. Crumity. Timothy B. Fisher. Stephanie Lundy. Sakura Monet McLaughlin.
Will the new Master of Science in Biomedical Research graduates continue to rise? You may now move your tassels to the left side. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Clinical Research degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of clinical research studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Clinical Research with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Salma Iduboy. Radine Sherilee Russell. Ashley Brechet Ward.
Will the new Master of Science in Clinical Research graduates remain standing? Candidates, you can now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Medical Sciences degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program of medical sciences studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools on Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Medical Sciences with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Taryn Lynn Adams. Chooks L. Agusiebe Jr. Shabria Sukor Amos. China Savannah Beck. Kaylin M. Carey. Sebastian Delpeche. Lorianne Jalicia Foster. Kier A. Richards. Shauna Lee Melissa Sharp. Sarah J. Wesley. Nina N. Wyatt.
Candidates, you may now move your tassels over to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Medical Sciences, in Neurosciences, sorry, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of neuroscience studies fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Neuroscience with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Shelley Christina Cobb. Jasmine Afrikale Eatman. Asia Marie Payne. Harris Whitney Washington.
Candidates, you may now move your tassels to the left. And you may be seated. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program of biomedical sciences studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, the privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Dr. Patrick Pierre-Jacques Carrier II. Dr. Radine Sherilee Russell. Dr. Kiera Takia Van. Dr. LaChanel Monique Wallace. Dr. Ashley Brachet Ward.
Candidates, you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. Dr. Paulson.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Doug Paulson. I'm Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and Professor of Pathology and Anatomy. All Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Neuroscience, and Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences graduates, please rise. I can't tell you how proud I am of all you guys. It's amazing. We will now recite the Scientist's Pledge. Other scientists in the audience are welcome to join in. It's on page 18 in the program. And so I will want our students to read along. Well, our graduates to read along. I accept this opportunity to follow the difficult and rewarding path of biomedical science and clinical research. I will endeavor to honor all those who have contributed to this opportunity by always working to the utmost of my abilities and by increasing those abilities when possible. I will strive to advance fundamental knowledge about all living things. I pledge to use my energy, intellect, and education to enhance the lives of all mankind, understanding that often the greatest strides are made through efforts to assist the dispossessed and underprivileged in our world. I will carefully consider and remain mindful of the ethical implications of my work. I will never use my gifts and skills to intentionally harm any individual or group. In planning and carrying out my work, I will treat this planet and all its life forms with honor and respect. I will honor and respect the efforts of my teachers, taking great care always to give credit where credit is due, and always humbly understanding that all I see by standing on the shoulders of the many scientists who have gone before me. I will also honor and respect my students and all who rely on that which I have learned, striving to truthfully and openly disclose all my methods, findings, and conclusions. So long as I adhere to this pledge, may I have continued success in the field of biomedical sciences and clinical research. Congratulations, everybody. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Medicine please rise? Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students. They have completed a rigorous program of medical studies, fully accredited by the Liaison Committee on Medical Education. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of the Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that they receive the degree Doctor of Medicine.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Medicine with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Please come forth to receive your diploma and hood.
Dr. Lucine Agasakizian. Dr. Salom Kwame Avotri. Dr. Nandi Ikechukwu Azi. Dr. Philip Lederberg Bene. Dr. Courtney Raquel Bess. Dr. Kashama Bhairava Botla. Dr. Brianna B. Bivens. Dr. Shanikia L. Black. Dr. Nikia Akila Blake. Dr. Shakira Monet Bonaparte. Dr. Christopher Carrington Boone. Dr. Christopher Javon Alfonso Brownwell. Dr. Siobhan Vanessa Brown Stubbs. Dr. Cherish Haley Buffer. Dr. Yante Burnham Wright. Dr. Elena Margaret Burns. Dr. Ashmir Kaur Chima. Dr. Wendell Wilson Cole III. Dr. Soham Day. Dr. Jonathan Miles DeShields. Dr. Christiana Michelet Nicole Dorsey. Dr. Riki Bharat Doshi. Dr. Maurice Aaron Edwards Lackey. Dr. Mark Douglas Erickson. Dr. Bianca Stefania Farley. Dr. Jamal Renard Fitz. Dr. Diana Marie Fountain. Dr. Vanessa Canero Franco. Dr. Ivan Furtado. Dr. Agnieszka Veronika Gertig. Dr. Erickson Ray Galvan. Dr. Irene O. Gamra. Dr. Ruwaida Hassan. Dr. Kayla B. Ibidapo. Dr. Kevin Isaac. Dr. William Ryan Jones. Dr. Cameron Darius Jordan. Dr. Tanisha Siobhan Jordan. Dr. Jamila A.M. Kendall. Dr. Oscar Kiggleman. Dr. Joy Ida Kim. Dr. Jessica Hope Livesey. Dr. Danielle Renee Logan. Dr. Romana Christine Mayer. Dr. Jessica May McLeod. Dr. Courtney Andrea McWhorter. Dr. Sam I. Michael. Dr. Darrell V. Morris. Dr. Candice Jamil Knowlton. Dr. Chukwuemeka Ikechukwu Nwokike Jr. Dr. Samuel Ikechukwu Obuchi Jr. Dr. Vivian Nneka Okiri. Dr. Abiola Ayobamiji also. Dr. Parth Bharat Patel. Dr. Rikin Rohit Patel. Dr. Sampreet Reddy. Dr. Kelly Yvonne Robinson. Dr. Tiara Ross. Dr. Stephanie Alexa Marie Satchel. Dr. Crystal Celestine Selden. Dr. Maz Sheikh. Dr. Kristen Alexis Signator. Dr. Alsha Kiana Strain. Dr. Pankti Mukesh Thakur. Dr. Christopher Sega Thava. Dr. Tedra Carolyn Thomas. Dr. Kelise Angel Trahan. Dr. Erica Annis Barbara Tammins Bennett. Dr. Toya Nichelle Tucknet. Dr. Michelle Ijoma Uzo. Dr. Christopher Trunkett Villianco. Dr. Amber Vion Waters. Dr. Chelsea Breon Webb. Dr. Nadia M. Yima. and we save the best for last. Dr. Chantel Brielle Young.
Will the new Doctor of Medicine graduates please rise? Candidates, you may now move your tassels to the left. Dr. Elks.
I am Dr. Marty Elks, Senior Associate Dean for Educational Affairs and Professor of Medicine and Medical Education. At this time, I invite all of the physicians in the community to rise and read the Oath of Hippocrates with us. This is a modified oath. It is found on page 19 of your program. I solemnly swear that as a graduate of Morehouse School of Medicine, according to my ability and judgment, I will keep the following oath. I will consider dear to me those who have taught me this art, and will teach the art to all those who qualify as students. I will follow the method of treatment which, according to my ability and judgment, I consider to the benefit of my patients, and will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous. I will preserve the purity of my life and my art. In every house where I come, I will enter only for the goal of my patients, keeping myself from all intentional ill-doing and seduction. All that may come to my knowledge in the exercise of my profession, which ought not to be spread abroad, I will keep secret and will never reveal. If I keep this faithfully, may enjoy my life and practice my art, good all people and at all times. But if I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Holmes.
Good morning. I am Dr. Leslie Renee Holmes, graduate of the class of 1995. And president of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. On behalf of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association, I bring greetings to all and congratulate the class of 2018. Today, we acknowledge and reward your accomplishments. We wish you much success as you advance to the next stage of your education and career.
I encourage you to connect with alumni, to stay in touch with classmates, and to stand as an example for classes to follow. Support Morehouse School of Medicine verbally and financially. Remember, without your demonstrated support, we cannot expect others to sustain that which is yours and that which has so profoundly changed your life. At this time, with the graduating class, please stand and repeat the following pledge. I state your name, hereby accept membership in the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. As a graduate, I promise to maintain active membership in the Alumni Association and support the association and Morehouse School of Medicine to the best of my ability. Thank you. Please be seated. I have served in this capacity for the past 2 years. I have found it to be a joy and a privilege. Thank you, alumni, for the opportunity to serve. Please allow me to introduce the next president of the Morehouse School of Medicine Alumni Association, Dr. David Blake. Would you please stand? Dr. Blake, I pass the torch to you. Thank you. Dr. Montgomery Rice.
To the class of 2018, a few departing words. May I please have your attention in the audience as we conclude our program. Shh. Discovery, knowledge, high-quality patient care, and community service are but a few of the gifts professional schools such as Morehouse School of Medicine give to the larger society. Our grandest gifts to the world, though, are the students we educate, you, the class of 2018. You now join those of us who are privileged to practice medicine and continue the art of discovery and caring for the public good. It is truly a privilege and honor to serve others through the healing arts, through the quest for knowledge, through discovery, by addressing socioeconomic factors which impact the underserved and provide them the ability to reach their optimal level of health. However, with your graduation comes responsibility. The responsibility to engage with each person in front of you and think, based on who is sitting in front of me, what's possible. Looking at them with no limitations as you listen to their story. You will find that your story of resilience and grit and commitment will serve as a foundation for you to advance primary care, to serve the underserved, and to partner with the community to improve health outcomes and opportunities. With your story grounded in your mission, you will find that in laboratories you will make significant discoveries that will change the lives of those that you will never even know. You are destined to make significant contributions. You must not shy away from your experiences, your challenges, your joys, and your tears, as they all, no matter how complex they are, have shaped you to be who you are. All of our stories are meant to be shared. I want to share a story of a young girl. Growing up, she loved science and went on to receive a degree in biology from Tuskegee University. And in the fall of 2013, this young girl of faith started on her path to becoming a great scientist, perfecting her passion with focus, determination, resilience, grit, and patience, possessing all of the attributes of the great scientist. And although the life of Sanchia Mills Washington ended abruptly, the chapters of her life remain intact for us to constantly remember her and to let all of us keep her husband and family in our thoughts and prayers as she is laid to rest today. May I please ask for a moment of silence as we recognize Sanchia as the honorary class member of the PhD program. She was indeed on the path of greatness. For you see, on the path to becoming a scientist, one must have grit and resilience to perform the many sequences and to repeat the opportunities of the experiment. Sometimes these sequences must be repeated over and over again to establish a working protocol. And this requires great focus and patience. Graduates, your desire to make an impact will be tested repeatedly. But the significance of discovery to advance the mission of health equity is the call you have heeded. Whether it be by the bedside, the bench, or at the CDC, or a federally qualified health clinic, or in some wonderful other part of the world than the United States, we are all obligated to answer the call, as this is our oath. The best way for us to carry on and to support the memory of one that walked on the path of greatness is to be great ourselves and to do great things. And we will do that in Sanchia's memory. It is at that moment you begin to understand that there's a difference between knowledge and learning. Remember that gaining knowledge is what you have accomplished by attending Morehouse School of Medicine, but the learning is the testing of the knowledge gained. Graduates, you will begin to understand how to extend your medical and scientific knowledge to assist your patients in realizing their optimal level of health as you partner with them on developing a solution that is unique to their circumstances, one that transitions them to health equity, one that builds the bridges between health care and health, and one that translates discoveries into health equity. So as you venture onto your next chapter of your story, I want you to just think on 5 things. First, I need you to align your professional identity with the vision. A vision that you have for others first and then for yourself. And what do I mean by this? I have a vision that health equity is actually achievable, that we can actually assist everyone with achieving their optimal level of health by providing them what they need, when they need it, and the amount they need to reach their optimal level of health. What I know for sure that in order for us to achieve this, we have to stay in line with the vision. We have to ask that question of what's possible. And we have to listen for the answer with no requirements that it fits our mode of success. Secondly, you need to constantly seek new knowledge. Information changes rapidly. Seek excellence and let your work be reflective of your character, your alma mater, and your profession. Third, seek guidance from trusted advisors and wise peers. Listen to your higher self and your higher call and be a great professional, but be an even better person. Love deeply, laugh heartily, and pray often, because each offers the gifts of health and happiness. Find the balance if it really does exist. Support your alma mater, for it has so profoundly changed your life. Leave a good legacy and make sure the lives you touch and the places you go know that you were there, and they are better because you were there. Fourth, remain humble, for you will have many answers, but certainly not all of them. Be of service to others. You are not the center of the universe, but a servant of it. When you enter a room, don't say, "Here I am." Say, "How can I help you?" And finally, remember to take care of yourself. Exercise, eat healthier, read, listen to music, and dance, and get those 5 good laughs in every day. For when health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself, art cannot manifest, strength cannot fight, and wealth becomes useless. Graduates of the class of 2018, you have successfully earned a place in the global community and among the men and women of the healing arts and sciences. Go with God, and may you and your families be richly blessed. Well done, my colleagues, well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join the Morehouse College Glee Club as they sing Morehouse School of Medicine's alma mater, Sword. The song is printed on pages 29 and 30 in the book. Following the alma mater, please remain standing as Reverend Crawford delivers the benediction.
Let us now receive the benediction. Hear the words of Paul to the Roman church. Be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let us pray. Dear God, we thank and we praise you for this wonderful day of celebration. And now, God, you have told us and put in our hearts once again and challenged us to not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. And so, God, as we step down from this place, let us on this day, God, be not conformed to things as they are, but be, God, transformed in our minds, knowing they can be better and must be better, and we will make it happen. So, God, in our transformations, be in our ears so we can hear the good. Be in our hands so we can do the good. Be in our mouth so we can talk the good. Be in our feet that we may walk in the pathway of the good. And by all means, oh God, be in our hearts that we may love the good. And when that day comes, when we must stand before your presence, let us, your healthcare servant, hear you saying, well done. Amen.
Please note that there will be a reception in the atrium at Morehouse School of Medicine in the National Center for Primary Care. A special thank you to our keynote speaker, Dr. Matthew. All of our distinguished platform guests, trustees, alumni, faculty, staff, and students for your individual and collective participation in today's commencement and celebration. And now, we ask that the audience remain seated until the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates have completely recessed. Thank you all for joining us in this academic celebration. Please clear the aisles for the recessional.